Hello everybody and welcome back to Balake Farms. So you join me midway through the oats, what we started last episode. So I'm going to carry on with doing my oats. I've just quickly filled up the potato planter just over there. So he's got a full tank to crack on and hopefully get that sorted. So we've got the oats to put in. And then I need to check on when the other crops, because we're in March, so we're putting in, let me set the cruise control on that. We're putting in oats, we're putting in potatoes. What else can we do this month? The corn will be next month. We can put sugar beet and sunflowers. I think we've done a field of sunflowers already. So what did we put in field 9? So I don't think we have actually done any sunflowers, so we will be putting some sunflowers in. And what did we put in there? Peas, that's what we put in there. We put peas in there last time. So we need to do a field of sunflowers. That's going to be a potato field. One of them might be a potato field. Then we can have a sunflower field. And then we can have a big corn field as well. So plenty to do. Plenty of planting to do today's episode. We'll also have a bit more produce, I would imagine, to keep on top of selling. And we're going to be running back and forth to the store because we're going to have to pick up more fertiliser and stuff like that. So, just come off the line a bit too soon. So yeah, we're going to get on with the oats. We are going to have to also nip to the store and get a barrel of diesel because I think this fast track and the Lambo are now both very low on diesel. And to be fair, I wish I'd kept the class tractor for doing this because the old fast track is struggling to pull up, but it's not the end of the world. We will get there. And as you can see, the fertiliser is applying in this field, so we will have to go spray the peas at some point because the fertiliser for some reason didn't work in it. So I'm not 100% sure why it didn't work, but hopefully it'll work this time. So we'll get cracked on. I'll get drilling. Leave the worker planting the potatoes. And we're going to need to buy a planter as well to put sunflowers in. So we will have a look in a minute for a new planter. Unless this drill can do it. So I think that mod I put on does allow you to do it with this. But I think it's just better to do it with the planter. It'll look neater anyway. So, and we're also going to have to get some rolling done as well. So I'll probably end up doing this, and as soon as we need some diesel or seeds, I'll send the Lambo up to the shop to get a carton of diesel, chuck on its trailer, and then we can get it to pick up some seeds, pick up some fertiliser, and then we'll set them off rolling. Right, so that's the worker out of seed again for the potato line. So I'm going to get one set up in here. You can crack on. And we will go... Oh, we didn't have far left either. So we're going to go pick up a bunch of potatoes from the store. We'll pick up some diesel. And we'll pick up some seeds and fertiliser for the drill. Because we're definitely going to need it. And then we can pick out what planter we want while we're there. Right then, let's do a bit of purchasing. So we'll first have a look at planters. So I think these are our two options. So we've got a 12 metre and a 9 metre. And personally, I think the 9 metre just wins every time because it does fertiliser. And it's just over 100 grand cheaper. So I think we'll just buy this now. We keep renting it every year, but I think it's time to get it purchased. So we now own a planter. So we're going to need to buy some seeds as well. So we're going to get 2 bags of seeds. We're going to need to get some fertiliser for the drill and the new. So we'll get 4 bags of fertiliser. Quite an expensive trip down to the shop today. And then what we need is we need some potatoes. Because it's cheaper to buy, well, not a lot cheaper, but it's a little bit cheaper to buy potatoes for our drill. So it takes 8 at a time. So we'll get 2 loads of that because I think we're going to need them. So we'll buy 2 loads of that. We're going to do 2 big fields this year. And there we go. That is all our produce. But while we're also here, I'm just going to drop the trailer for a second. I noticed that our Lamborghini is very in desperate need of some servicing, so we'll get it whipped around to the service bay and we'll get them to give it a nice oil change, and hopefully, well, basically we'll keep on top of the servicing of it because the old girl is getting old now and we don't want it to be costing us an absolute fortune. So as you can see, it's already £17,000 to repair that tractor. So obviously as it gets older, it costs us more. And we'll fix the weight block as well, £117. So that should be our Lamborghini, all fixed up for now. So now we can get loaded up with our trailer, get all of our fertiliser, potatoes and seed on. Hopefully get back to the drills. Oh, that's the other thing we needed, wasn't it? We need some diesel for the fast track because it's going to run out very, very soon. So we'll buy 1,000 litres of diesel from here as well, and then at least we can take it to the fast track when he runs out, and I'm sure the class tractor will need it as well. Right, I'll get this all loaded up and then I'll see you back at the farm and we'll get the potato drill all filled up. So after I got all of the stuff back from the store, I decided to take over on the potato planting. So I've got probably a fourth of the way across now, and it's going alright, to be fair. I'm soon going to need to top up with some more potatoes. Annoyingly, it took one of the seed bags to fill it, which I thought might happen. I just wanted to put potatoes in it because they're a bit cheaper, but it's not the end of the world. The worker's still doing our oats in the bottom field over there, as you can see from the horizon. I had to move something out of his way because he was getting upset there was a pallet nowhere near the end of the road. You know what it's like, to be fair. But yeah, so I'm going to crack on and do a bit more potato in, and then once we're about on top of it, I'll jump on the planter and I'll get the sunflowers done, and then we'll have to get the rolling started because we haven't done any rolling. So I don't think you need to roll the potatoes per se, but definitely the peas and the oats could do with a good rolling. So we are going to do a small field of sugar beet as well, because I just thought the horses could do with a bit of sugar beet. It makes them perform better, so they want root crop, hay and oats, and then that gets them top of the board. And I need to double check that I've actually walked them today, so if I haven't, we will get that done as well. But yeah, I'll get cracked on and hopefully get this potato field done very quickly. Right, so we're about out of potatoes again, so we're going to need to fill up. I thought we'd just check on the worker, see how he's getting on. But it doesn't look like he's a million miles away. There's a few bits he's missed, so hopefully he goes around and gets them sorted. But he has got plenty of fertiliser and seed in there, so I'm not to worry. He is out of diesel, so as soon as he's finished, that fast track will stop. But yeah, that's not a problem. So we'll just jump in the Lambo and we'll take a load more potatoes across the field and we'll get the class filled up. And then we can carry on. So we're not a million miles away from getting it finished now. We're probably over halfway now, and we're getting into the shorter bit of the field as well. A couple of laps of the headland and we should be hunky dory. So I'm going to get this whipped across here, go on the bit we haven't drilled, get it filled up, and then we'll carry on. And there we are. That is our potatoes all put in for this year. It did take a bit of time, but we did get there in the end. So we have actually got some spare potatoes on the trailer. So, not the end of the world. We got done. So we've got the fast track in this field over here. He's going to need refilling. And then what I'll do is I'll probably set fast track on... I think we'll set the fast track rolling. And then we'll get the Lamborghini and we'll go pick up the new planter. Well, actually, we'll leave the low bed on the Lamborghini for now, but we'll take the class and we'll go get the new planter and we can start putting in some sunflowers. Right, I'm just picking up some more seeds because the potato harvester swallowed them all instead of picking up the potatoes. So get a couple more bags. That should get this planter all filled up, and then that should be enough to hopefully get our sunflowers in. So, oh, it only holds 606 litres. So yeah, we'll probably end up going to collect them later on, but it's not the end of the world for now. So we've still got fertiliser on the trailer, the Lamborghini trailer, so we'll nip back to the yard now. We'll nip back to that tractor, we'll get it filled up, and then we'll start putting in some sunflowers. So here, our planter is not a direct drill planter. Although, I don't know if it is working. I might just carry on actually, because it didn't look like it's working, but it seems to have updated now, and it might actually be doing the job. So let's just have a wander down here, put that on cruise control. And let's just nip onto the menu and just double check if it is working or not. So it is, it says it has started, but it's not, unless it's laggy. Ah, I'll tell you why. Need to turn the grill on. Yeah, so it reckons it's doing it, so we should be able to just direct drill onto this field and then pick up the bit I've missed back up there. So we'll get going with a bit of sunflower drilling. I know it's very field work heavy this time, guys, but that's unfortunately March for us. We've got to get all of these crops in March and April so that we can have a big harvest. So we're going to put corn in the shop field, and then I think we've got quite a few fields down the bottom where we could put, I don't know if we might do some sorghum actually. When can you put that in? So next month, yeah, so we haven't actually done any of that, so we might put some of that in, to be fair. But yeah, let me get on with the sunflowers and I will see you guys shortly. Right guys, that is the sunflowers all planted. So it didn't take too long after all. 9 metre planter is quite something. So I think we're going to call it there today guys. I know it's been a lot of time lapse in and lots to do. Hopefully next time we can get into something a bit more involved. But we've still got a few more crops to put in, but there's not too many now. So I'll say bye and I'll see you guys next time.